Good afternoon, friends. Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. Just wanted you to know that the Supreme Court today declined to hear a challenge to a pro-life law coming out of Kentucky. The law had to do with requirements that someone getting an abortion in Kentucky would need to be shown her ultrasound and allowed to hear the heartbeat of the baby. Now, she could say she wanted to look away or not hear the sound, but nevertheless, the abortionist would need to do that and provide that opportunity. Interestingly, while the Court of Appeals, the Sixth Circuit, upheld this law, the pro-abortion forces were saying, well, this constitutes an ideological imposition by the state. In other words, when you're telling the mom about the baby in the womb and letting her hear the heartbeat, somehow the state, the pro-abortion people said, was imposing a pro-life ideology. Well, the court disagreed and said this is just scientific fact, medical facts. It reminds me of a decision out of the Eighth Circuit back in 2008. Planned Parenthood versus Rounds was a case that arose because of a South Dakota law that said that the abortionist actually has to tell the mother, and this is a law that's still in effect, that the abortion procedure destroys, quote, a whole, separate, unique, living human being. And at that time, Planned Parenthood said the same silly argument. The state is imposing an ideological view, and now you're forcing the doctor to impose that ideological view on the mother. You know what the court said in response to Planned Parenthood? This is scientific medical fact. Brothers and sisters, as time goes on, two things become clear. You cannot hide the truth forever. The human being inside the womb is in fact a human being, and all the scientific arguments are on our side. And there's another fact that becomes clear, and is again clear today in the case that the Supreme Court declined to hear. Namely, that if anyone's ideology gets in the way of medical facts, it's the ideology of the abortion industry, not of the pro-life movement. All the facts are on our side. And we're grateful that the Supreme Court did not hear this case that the pro-abortion people brought to challenge this Kentucky law. Thank you, Kentucky. Thank you, Governor Matt Bevin. You have served as America's greatest pro-life governor so far. And thanks to all of you who continue to support and advance the pro-life message and the scientific truth that supports it. I'm Father Frank Pavone of Priests for Life. God bless you.